The Long Beach Transit has had an ambassador program for the past couple of years, so we're going to follow up with a couple of personnel who provide the safety, security and interact with customers on the buses here in Long Beach. We've got Brandon Majors here, who's one of the transit ambassadors. How are you today?
Pretty good today.
So tell us a little bit more about these transit ambassadors. Now that it's been 2 years in the running, what do you do exactly and what has been the process for you to become one?
Well, today as, transit ambassadors, we get on the bus, make sure people are following rules, maintaining 6 feet distancing, as the pandemic has been big this year. And the process of being a transit ambassador, you just come to work every day. We do the schedule and, we just make sure the bus drivers and the passengers are safe going to and from their destinations.
And what kind of training goes into becoming a transit ambassador? And how did you come across the opportunity?
Well, the training that comes with it is, you got to have a guard card. You got to have take a training course for it. It's not for everybody either because the biggest thing we have to practice is, de-escalating situations. And riding on Long Beach Transit, you come across transients and people with a lot of mental illnesses. So it's not so much as telling somebody what to do, it's, advising somebody and letting them know, you should go about it like this and de-escalating the situation. Because sometimes when we come at people, different transients, they'll come back and they'll pop off, they'll be angry, be triggered. So, we gotta make sure we're de-escalating situations.
Seems like you absolutely have to have an understanding and empathy for people and their situations. A lot of people might feel intimidated by the fact that you are wearing a uniform and they may think, oh, are they the police? How do you actually work with the Long Beach Police? Are you the police?
Definitely not. We're safety ambassadors. Our job is to make sure everybody is safe. We really don't have, the authority the police do. We just make sure, everybody's safe. And as a safety transit ambassador, that's what you're supposed to do.
Tell us a little bit about what a typical day actually looks like before the pandemic, and then we'll go into how that's looking like now.
Well, a typical day before the pandemic, everybody piling on the bus, and it's pretty simple, day on the bus, but, sometimes it can get a little hectic, you know what I'm saying, depending on what time of day it is. But other than that, it's just a simple bus ride, from to and from the destination.
Now in this time, how are you dealing around keeping people safe and making sure that they still have their masks on and that there's no disruption?
It's definitely been a struggle because a lot of people are not fond of wearing the mask. So we have to tell people more than once sometimes to put on their mask. And, sometimes people don't like it, but, we try to make sure we get it across that it's safety and, you have to be mindful of everybody. And you got to be mindful of the bus drivers, and everybody else on the bus. So, it's been a challenge, but, we're getting, every day it seems like, people are starting to realize, we have to wear a mask. And, it's been a blessing.
How do you feel like customers feel about having transit ambassadors on board?
From what I heard, customers said they feel safe. They enjoy having us on the bus, especially when a situation gets out of hand. We're there to enforce, security. And, a lot of people have heard good things about the security safety ambassadors, I feel good doing my job, too. It feels good, when you're on the bus and you see different people light up when they see you on the bus, it makes them feel safe. So I'll say it's positive feedback from the people.
That's great. And also from the bus operator?
Same thing from the bus operators. They like having us on the bus, without us on the bus, we'll go to the yard and they'll say, oh, where were you guys? We needed you on the bus today. It got pretty crazy today. So, when we're on the bus, people seem to behave themselves a lot more versus when we're not on the bus, And it's a big help to the transit drivers because they don't have to get out their seat and have to regulate, we could do that for them so they could concentrate on driving people to where they got to go.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for keeping everybody safe, interacting with them. as well as having the bus driver do his job, concentrate on it, and you yourself, hopefully you keep yourself protected too. Great. Well, thank you so much, Brandon Majors. Thanks for all the work that you do.